what does a footy pro do when he's retired? Christoph Metzelder went back to his roots. We caught up with him in the town of Haltern am See, where it all began, and where he has returned after a glittering life at the top.
I'm very grateful for the career that I was able to have. I managed to play for some fantastic clubs, including Real Madrid. I played in big tournaments for my country. I'm very proud of my career, but I also tried to round it off properly. And in the end, I'm just a kid from Haltern am See who went out to discover the world.
Haltern am See is to the north of the footballing Mecca that is the Ruhr Valley. Not far from Dortmund and Schalke, it's home to some 37,000 people. Many professional players have gained coaching experience here, such as Wolfram Wuttke and Peter Neururer. Like Metzelder, Benedikt Hövedes was born here. We went out onto the streets to see what people had to say about Haltern's most famous son.
I know him, of course. He's a Haltern boy. He was born here.
I think it's great, especially because he's gone back to his old club, so respect.
Sure, this is Metzelder's city, of course. But he doesn't really stand out here when he's about town. He says hi to everyone, everyone knows him, he belongs here.
I think it's really good that he's involved here and that he's giving something back to his hometown. It's really good.
He's an icon, everyone knows Metzelder. He's cool, always kept his feet on the ground. It's just a shame he went to Schalke.
And it's Metzelder who gets the opener.
Christoph Metzelder got his first Bundesliga experience with Borussia Dortmund in 2000. Within 2 years, they had won the Bundesliga. He played 47 times for Germany, including the 2002 World Cup final. At the 2006 tournament on home turf, Metzelder was part of the dream team that won the hearts of the nation. He moved on to Spain and won the league with Real Madrid. Then back to Germany and 3 years at Schalke, winning the German Cup in 2011. After 13 years at the top, Metzelder retired. Is it hard to leave the golden cage of professional football and stand on your own 2 feet?
Well, there are two sides to it. On the one hand, you have many comforts as a Bundesliga player because lots of organizational matters are dealt with for you. People book your travel for you, you're looked after all day and kitted out, you lack nothing. On the other hand, your days and weeks are planned by other people, from the beginning of June, when the preseason starts, to the end of the season in May. You're not in charge of your own schedule. You can only do what the club and the coach tell you to do. So right now my current situation feels like a great luxury and a great freedom. I'm busy enough because I tend to cram my schedule, but that's my own decision.
Metzelder decided to get involved politically, and in 2006 he set up his own charity. The plainly titled Christoph Metzelder Foundation offers a step up for children and young people from disadvantaged backgrounds in the form of better education prospects. The former defender covers the administration and organizational costs. The foundation works with schools as well as church and state-run initiatives across Germany, such as the Don Bosco Center in Berlin.
It stems from my own experience here in the Ruhr area, especially the 7 years in Dortmund, a town that was hit hard by all the industrial changes and where a lot of these problems just blossomed. Child poverty, youth unemployment, a generation without prospects, those were areas I decided to flag up.
Metzelder is vice president of the Players Association and wrote a book on the dangers of child prostitution in 2004 with teammate Sebastian Kehl. We asked him whether all football stars should be as socially conscious.
I've always concentrated on things that I can achieve with the people around me. Believe me, that takes up a lot of time and energy and ideas. And so I think it's better to approach these kinds of things with a positive attitude than to get frustrated and accuse others of doing too little.
In the middle of our shoot, another reporter turns up for an interview. Christoph Metzelder is a media personality in Germany. And since joining the pay TV channel Sky this season as an analyst, his popularity has grown further.
How strong are Augsburg?
Yes, very strong tacklers, just as we expected. Dortmund have a high rate of missed passes. They make awkward opponents for Dortmund.
TV pundit is not Christoph Metzelder's only day job. This summer, he became managing director of a sports marketing company. It's yet another ball to juggle for the former defender. Is this how he envisioned his retirement from the game?
Yes, it is quite a lot, I'll admit. Some of my obligations have turned out to demand a lot more of my time than I expected. But anyone who's played for Borussia Dortmund and Schalke should be able to cope with it.
But Metzelder could not hang up his boots completely. He started playing with his local club, TuS Haltern, again in the 7th division. A chance to enjoy the game without all the pressure of the top flight. At TuS Haltern, football is played the way it used to be. Before the game was a big business. Do you still get butterflies like you used to?
Even more.
Why?
Because I'm playing for my club. It's like coming down onto the pitch from the stands.
As absurd as it may sound, Metzelder clearly enjoys life in the 7th division. The former Bundesliga star certainly doesn't put on any airs.
He's very helpful. He gives us tips and makes suggestions. Otherwise, he's just a nice guy. He's just like you see on TV, someone who gets involved.
He's one of us. You can see that. He's completely unpretentious.
I've known him for a while because I'm from Haltern. I know what he achieved in his footballing career. It's a nice surprise to have him, since at the start it wasn't clear whether he was going to play for us or not. But he is playing, and he definitely helps us, especially as a personality on the pitch.
Metzelder has long been known as a personality off the pitch. In 2008, he saved his boyhood club from bankruptcy. He followed up by acquiring sponsors and helping with publicity. It's no exaggeration to say that TuS wouldn't exist without him. That made him a legend in Haltern am See. A friendly against a team from nearby Erkenschwick. Metzelder is playing in midfielder rather than in defense, just for fun. He's using his time at TuS Haltern to prepare for what he hopes will be the next station of his footballing career. A job as a commercial manager at a major club.
I've always been fascinated by the idea of managing a club. What we've been doing the past years at TuS Haltern is something similar on a smaller scale. We have only 1,000 members instead of 50,000, but a lot of things are the same within the club and the surrounding environment. I've always been interested in coming up with strategies and shaping things.
Given Metzelder's drive and energy, you'd bet on him to succeed. But TuS Haltern has clearly also offered him the opportunity to come back down to earth after his stellar career. Other former football players have fallen into deep depressions. Metzelder seems like a regular salt-of-the-earth guy.
Bye, see you back here soon.
Or as a big-time manager, or maybe even a politician.